but it's okay. I'm gonna make it anyway. Pack your bags up and leave. Don't you ever come back to me. It's not right, but it's okay. I'm gonna make it anyway. Okay, Whitney Houston wants to vibe out with her song. I would play it, but they will suppress the video. So y'all don't forget to like the video. So we are back only because I want to do the background how it was currently. And evidently my the last phone call messed up the live. So y'all, thank y'all for coming back and rewatching this. You can definitely just watch the first part because now we're just gonna see what's gonna come about, if anything else that was channeled through this picture here that wants to be shown or wants to be talked about. Okay, the symbology of it all, the core, the center, and the creativity senses of you, right? The creativity senses, probably what we really didn't talk about the last time. The creative senses of you, right, is being connected to the two, being aware of the two, and being controlled of the two. And like I was saying earlier, like humanity, I don't know what the fuck else to call humanity, or a bunch of humans, I don't know what the hell to say, but humanity. But are so much stronger together, very much stronger together. Humanity is so much stronger together, you guys. As you can see, this is why there's so many hearts here. This is why creativity is the most strongest energy, the most stable energy, when you're all creative, when you're all imaginative, especially if you can all just imaginative on one accord, okay, without divisiveness, like go against the grind, go against the senses of what you see here, right? Just because this is the light and the false light that's coming down, which you can see is so, like, it ain't even as strong. The people here that are shown in these flowers here are bigger and stronger than the sun, the so-called sun here, which is so false and is darkened and is black out. That's how you know that it's not even true. It's supposed to be giving this motherfucking light, but it's not even giving this full sense of light at all. It can't. Right, it ain't even at its full brilliancy. And even if it was, these people will probably wouldn't even be here. you know to me, that's just saying that these people here definitely hasn't transcended at all. Okay, if they can't fit in with the atmosphere, that I just think is what I so call is, you haven't really truly transcended. You haven't really like extended the senses of you are, if the atmosphere can come and truly like wipe you away, completely, over and over again. Humankind, Mother Earth just comes and wipe people off over and over again. Well, I think that is a connection with the earth where, I ain't gonna get into it, but anyway, y'all, let's stay on track. So to me, y'all, this is the people. Obviously, they're bigger than the light source that's coming through, that's penetrating down here, the sun rays, the control in this rectangle here. These people are so much bigger than this light, this false light source here. Okay, what I was saying earlier was these hearts, all these hearts here, right? Look at all these hearts, right? There's so many different hearts here. hmm but they're all down below, they're below this rectangle here. This is where the grounding, the center is. The compassion, the empathy, not to sound like weird, I don't give a fuck, but that's just what it is, the compassion and empathy. Because every man, I'm telling you, like, people are like motherfucking tyrants. It's very strange how you can tell how they've been raised as children, or they haven't understood that it's a reciprocal and it's a mutual kind of thing that's going on. There's never like a power and control, like, snatch your motherfucking hair out, snatch your motherfucking kids, and just do whatever you want. I'm just making up that shit, but like, people have no sense of mutuality, no sense of building conversation. It's like a totalitarian type of ultimate kind of fucking thing. There's no mutuality. It's kind of fucking weird. And that, for me, that's really like an older generation kind of a sense, like my way or the highway kind of thing. That feels like an older outfit, you know what I'm saying? That went on for so long. People really didn't recognize it and really didn't see that what was going on, right? It was so covert. Anyway, I'm really just thinking out loud. Okay. I believe we are still sticking to the picture. We're still talking about this image, this discography. That's what that is. I don't think so. But the hearts are so much more. That's bigger. Even down here below, this is why the shadow figures have the symbols here in hearts as below, because even below in the shadows, this is where the spirit is on the sides here. Your high, your ascended masters, your ancestors, okay, they're here around the sides. The core, okay, is you. They can penetrate the core by the senses of awareness, right? With non-judgment of all different kinds, okay? There's layers of judgment, okay? And I'm not here to give like different examples. I don't got time. Because the ultimate judge is people really truly just judging themselves. This can be the motherfucking mirror too, as your heart, your core, your center, you know, can be the reflection of your own goddamn motherfucking mirror. If your heart is full of stone, well, that, you know, obviously it's the mirror of yourself, of not being in touch and in tune of who you are. And if you go around judging people, that means that you go around judging yourself. Okay. So even when the judgment card comes up on my voodoo tarot, right, it's like it's a person who's on their hands and knees and have their hands behind their back, okay, and they're facing the ancestors on their own, right? They're truly judging themselves because the ancestors are looking at them back like, okay, well, we're here, we gave you all the tools. Why are you here questioning your own self? Like, so that's the same thing of people walking and having a heart full of disagreeable divisiveness, okay, because they're disagreeable of themselves, because who has time to argue? And that's kind of weird, or to be disagreeable, that takes a lot of energy, when the ultimate energy that is more fluent, that flows, is the heart, which is more here. Up here, it is kind of like the heart space, as you can see on these people, right? They're almost shaped like hearts, right? But not quite. They almost are like Bart Simpson. Ah, shit, I think that's right. Fuck. Yeah, they're really testing me today. This is like Bart Simpson type of heads going on here, like running around, burping and farting. I don't know. Sorry. Get serious though. And then the rays that are coming from this rectangle, y'all. The rays that are coming from the rectangle were all these words: live life, live life, live life, live life, live life, live life, live life. Crazy. Why did that come through? No. I don't know if I should say it. Oh my fucking gosh, that's crazy and really weird and twisted. I know it was really late, so many different things are coming through. Okay. Bear with me. All right. So when it says live life here, live life, live life, live life, live life, live life, live life, life, live, right? Got it. Backwards it's evil, right? Yeah. Confirmation. Backwards is evil. I'm just giving it to you slow because if I give it to you fast, you're gonna be like, what the fuck? And I just want to like get these concepts too, just how they're coming to me. Like, this is crazy. So backwards, it says it's evil for life, that has here at the top. Okay. So when I was saying live life, that fucking match to that was like red rum, red rum, red rum. Okay, so that's why those are the rays here that are going down through this picture graph, through this rectangle, or that's what's connecting. That is the programming here, and people are looking more at the light source, and the light source is this picture here. Come into the light, Carolyn. Come into the light, and they got everybody looking up. You know what I'm saying? Oh, the grays, the heavens. Jesus is gonna. Whatever. I don't give a fuck about that because I don't care because there's all people in different forms of whatever beliefs are cool. So I'm not here to like judge people. So anyway, but basically, ultimately, people are looking to the sky, right? They're looking to the earth and waiting for people to come back. Like, look into the light, Carolyn. Look into the light. And they are being fed the energy source to this light. And the light is still fucking small as hell. Can't even get greater through the fucking compassion and the greater senses of the self, which is the core center. Look how small and minuscule and fucking false this light is in comparison to the core central of who you are. But yet people are still here in the programming, right? And the programming is here, and they got everybody looking up at the scars, at the skies and the stars, and that's what I was going to say earlier. But yet they're not thinking about what's below or what's going on. People just bury one another in the graveyard in the center and just fucking forget about them. They forget about what's supplying the true center of the sources on the outside, the spirit. Okay, your higher sources are here. It's all around, not just like on the center, but the ascended masters and whatever your spiritual guides or your ancestors, whatever you believe in, are here and trying to penetrate, right? But here, like I was saying earlier, flows so beautifully. The things that you can't see below, but they got us everyone paying attention to as above here. Y'all got to look at my last video. Whoever, when I definitely, oh fuck, I'm probably gonna have to like take that video down because of all the music. Oops, next time I won't do that. But when I took a couple minutes just to put this together, I don't know what it was. It was just something I wanted to put together. So I've been talking about this for like 45 minutes now, right? So the below aspects of you is so flowing. It doesn't need the inscriptions up here. You know, this is all the distractions up here, right? This is the energy to get people to come back over and over again, right? Being controlled in this rectangle, this programming, okay, the sense of the false lights here at the top. This is what's really the symbolic, what's going on in the true sense of the darkness of the light, which is live backwards, okay, which is red rum is what it's saying, okay, with live backwards. That is the true what you're getting from media, okay, the negativity, the anger, the anxiety, the worry, okay, you're getting this from the feedback of what's going on media, all of the negativity, all the zombies, all, and people are, like I was saying earlier, perpetuate as well, mimicking, mirroring what's going on in media, and media is mimicking people in real life. So it goes back and forth. It's not just like one light source because people are gravitating and getting closer to this light. Okay. Why aren't they getting closer to the core center of who they are, which is compassion and empathy for themselves first, and then they can produce and have offsprings who will be in alignment, about 9999% alignment, because the seed in the garden, whatever that brought the unique individual through, is already going to be balanced when the people are grounded and balanced all together. Anyway, y'all, so oh my gosh, they keep getting me back to the bottom part here where you don't need all the distractions like what's going up here, all the predictive programming to keep people coming back down here in the darkness of the shadow Okay, it's so free and flowing. You got bigger hearts down here that are turning to the ancestors. You know, they're flowing through this big watery ass sense down here, this big, massive flow of fluidity, of potentiality, infinite. You know what I'm saying? They talk about how the sky is vast. The below, okay, is definitely vast, okay? Fluid, okay? Mystical. The hearts are bigger, they're stronger. You have it through the core center. So, this is the core center of compassion, of empathy, the core center of you, the core center of the collective. Okay. On the sides are the ascended masters, the spirit sources, your cheerleaders. Okay. Penetrating through as above, so below as well. So, you have to ask yourself once again, the predictive programming for so long, ever since they know that humans can be programmed. The first programming they did was with hate and division. Once they knew fucking like names, I don't know why they even want clout or to say this name, but you can just imagine, okay, the names because I don't want to say them. Thank you. Of mass hate. All right. Once they found out and understood what they could do to people, they fucking filmed it. They recorded it. Why would they film and record how they genocide generations of people? Why would they film, record it? Writing it down is one thing, but to film and record the essence of genocide, once they knew how to control people, this is all they've been motherfucking doing is on TV. Okay, but the core center, the compassion is still bigger and it's still larger, y'all. It's still larger than this here, what's going on here. Why? Because there's so many spiritual beings that are fighting for the motherfucking fools all the time. All the time, all the time, all the time. Sorry, y'all, I got stuff in my eyes. All the time, 100% all the time. Okay, so, side note, knowing that you have those in the unseen, right? You see all these spirals, knowing that you have those in the unseen fighting on your behalf here. Okay. This is why your center in your core is so big, and it's why this is how you're going to stay grounded, is by remembering those who came before you. And if you don't want to do that, because I have some certain aspects of myself, but I didn't want to do that either. Like, man, who the fuck? I don't even know who these people is. I don't even know who anybody of these is, and I'm giving thanks and honor. I just give thanks and honor to my higher self and always to those higher senses of my ancestors, okay, who came here before me. And with some water, with a little bit of treat, a little bit of something that is will get you to next level. Okay, that's how you stay grounded and how you really stay centered, is by remembering those who came before you, because they ain't gonna let you forget. Oh, thanks for the light. Yay! What else can I say, y'all? I think I probably said a lot. I probably talked about this for almost an hour, which was my intent. So the reason why I did it this way, because yesterday I was doing some illustrations and I was like, well, damn, huh, I forgot how creative I was with a pen. I wasn't doing this kind of illustration. I was doing something with words, right? So many different words that correlated. Like, say, if I had a word red, everything that matches that goes with red, whatever the spirit was telling me to match with red at that time, which was a lot of shit. Match with red. Now I understand. I was doing different color variations and things like that. And I'm like, well, wow, well, that will be interesting. For one, not only it will be helping other people sharpen their mind, but they'll correlate different, symbologies with different meanings. Same meaning, symbology, I don't know. I would have to explain it better when I do it the next time. So that's why I came up with doing something like this today. Now, obviously, you look at it and it's like, okay, well, what's going on? So this is a channel message. Now, although this has like some lettering here and it has lettering at the bottom, okay, it still wanted to point out more directly that this is the core center, okay? It has you here and it has you here. But here, like, you is missing. You is missing. It's not there at the top of the rectangle. It's here and here. So I'm like, well, why don't we have you here? It's because you're getting closer, people, individual, the collective, to this false sense of light that is like a motherfucking penny, but controlling masses of people. And to still talk about, spirit being on the side here, penetrating, because going up through the center of the core, there's a lot of thick layers, there's a lot of bullshit, there's a lot going on, just going straight forward from the sea levels, the depths of this whole thing, the darkness of it all, the birthing of it all is as below, right? The depth, the darkness, okay, the womb, all right, spirit coming through the black dark night, okay, of the soul, ultimately of the soul, because it will come up through the grounded center. I don't even know what the fuck that means, okay? The grounded center, the first thing that comes to mind is like a temple where they have, like in a hanefer, or a temple where they have the center ground piece, like a pole, a post here in the center of the ground, where's the direction of where all the energy is coming from, from as above, so below, but right in the center of like this hanefer, this place, right? This temple, this sacred place. There's a extension here in the center of the place. That's what I'm getting there. That's how spirit would penetrate here, but it cannot. It has to go through the majority of us, the dark night of the soul. That's why a lot of people have to go through trauma and torture to motherfucking get to the other fucking side. And some people never do, and I don't care. I'm not judgment, but that's okay. So they are coming through here, the depths up here, the depth of darkness. But they're bubbles here. This is why they're hearts here, ultimately big hearts, and they come up here as spiral, so I can spiral down on your ass. Just kidding. Thank you. Gracias. Ashe, 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 Ashe. I don't know why they keep saying like pink or something, and do like some pink or whatever. I feel like some really bright. I just see like some neon pink and shit, like bright as hell, like that fucking ink pen that's bright pink. That is wet. In the beginning, you have to let it dry, because if you like use the ink on it, it'll smudge. That really neon bright pink is what I see on here, like bright. And then here it'll be like charcoal, black and white, like checkered black and white. Y'all know, like, the who used the black and white checkerboard, y'all, the masons or something, the masonry, I don't fucking know, I don't care. But they're like the black and white checker would be here, the black and white motherfucking puzzle and shit will be up here. That's like live, 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 evil, 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 evil. That's crazy. That's crazy. Down, down, downward, downward, downward with that downward. Look up all the weather today. It's going to rain. It's fall. Look at the weather. What's the weather today? Oh, the weather is nice today. Have you been outside? Do you need a jacket? I wonder if there was at one point in time when people were like, they didn't have to ask what the weather is because they're already outside, so they already knew what the weather was going to be. But I wonder if there is because they were wearing their shoes so much out, their bare feet so much, often a lot, that they knew something more about the earth as far as, I don't know, because the atmosphere of the earth, the air, we're all reliable on the atmosphere, what we can see of the earth, okay, how our seasons are going to be. But I wonder what it would be like if we were always continuously, I'm just thinking, I don't know, randomly with our feet, like how would that change the senses of who we are on this planet, if we were more grounded. And be like, fuck the weather, right? We already know what the weather is going to be, just go outside. What time is it, y'all? 1:29. I think I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go, y'all. I'm gonna hang out for like another 3 minutes, and I am going to gizzo. Do 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 do. It's trying to get up there, y'all. It's like, we're trying to make it. It's like jump roping. Boom, boom, boom. Made it up here. Got to one person. The heart space energy. This is probably why it's the furthest away from the light. From the light energy here. This is why it's probably the furthest away it got to someone. Mm-hmm. This one is almost there. It's right on the direct rays of the line. This one is almost all the way over here. Just a depiction of individuals here as above, so below. These are reflections of who you are, also. Although this is supposed to represent like the deeper, dark depths of you. Okay, the dark depths of you, but the hearts are the dark depths of you as well. It's not always negativity or something that is bad, okay, or low vibrational by the challenges and the lessons, okay, the things that we're still working through, okay. It's nothing that's negative, okay, when you're growing, when you are coming out through that, through with your mindset, the deeper, darker, the challenges, the lessons, the awareness and the lack of awareness of I am, okay. This is why the hearts are bigger and greater here at the bottom. These are supposed to represent the depths of you, the darker senses of you, right? It is just the same as the so called above, right? This light sense of source. This is false. Here is more greater, more in depth, helps you, helps others. Okay. Ooh, so much I can say about that. Yeah, this is bigger and better, but yet everything is perceived by this false motherfucking light. Okay. I'm about to go, y'all. I got a couple more seconds. I'm about to go because I'm getting like strangely weird animated. But anyway, it's been so much fun, y'all. This is just like an illustration um, of what we had did earlier. Just a little, you know, yeah, I'm definitely tired because I don't even know what's going on or what I'm saying. I'm not tired. I'm just lost for words. But this is practically almost what I had did yesterday. I just wrote down a bunch of words, antonyms ultimately, but they weren't really antonyms. They were like symbolical of one another. I wanted to make sure they weren't like just antonyms, like one word having like five or six different definitions. It was just a symbolic word. Anyway, I'll do something like that the next time and we'll talk about it. Wordplay and manifestation through different variations of words. And you can also make pictures as well and images as well for manifestations, you know, just on a random. When I just had this picture like this, it looked like a hand. It's going this way. It looked like a hand that's going like that. Look like a hand is going through here, like this way on the picture. So it's a good way to stay in tune with the higher senses of yourself. This is all practically just spiritual. This is like a spiritual message 100%. Even if you can draw or you can draw, you can write down letters or whomever, okay? Even if you're just talking or recording something about whatever, okay? Make sure you're doing something that is helping align you and your higher self and with your spirit senses of yourself. Okay, do something by hand, do something that's creative, right? People always talk about journal and all that shit. I know it can be boring and cumbersome doing the same shit all the time. Like people talk about the same shit all the time, like oh journal, oh walk, oh meditate, or you know, take your dog out in the park or whatever. But there's other creative ways, okay, by using your mind that is going to keep you in tune with your higher self, a connection to your higher self, a connection to other spiritual beings that are around you that want you to not only develop yourself but to help align other people as well. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So I'm glad that y'all like this image and this imagery of what was going on here. And I cannot wait to do another one. Okay, let's go. Ashe, 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 Ashe. Well, right now we got this pen. I do have other multiple different 100 different pens and stuff like that. But I'm gonna check y'all out tomorrow, y'all. I hope y'all are gonna have a beautiful Day of the Dead and the rest of the season, okay? Because it is definitely still Scorpio. So, woo, child, the full moon up in Scorpio is going to be good. So start drinking your water now. Start drinking your water. Bye, y'all.